great to see so many of you here today marching for animal rights. This is the biggest animal rights march I've ever been a part of, so it's an honour to be speaking here today all the way from Australia. Veganism and the animal rights movement have progressed significantly over the past 6 years since I became a vegan and an animal rights activist. Statistics continue to show us that veganism is increasing worldwide, and the message of animal rights is becoming a greater topic of interest. Since 2020, sign-ups for Veganuary have gone from 400,000 to over 700,000 sign-ups, which is a new record set for this year for the most sign-ups ever. It was just a few years ago that I celebrated the fact that the Dominion documentary reached 1 million views. Today, it has 4.7 million views. This is not happening by coincidence. It's happening because of animal rights activists engaging in consistent direct action activism. Direct action has been used throughout history to create social change, and it is absolutely necessary to achieve animal liberation. It has been described by Professor Sidney Taro as the strongest weapon of social movements because it generates attention, broadens the circle of debate, and inspires participation in action. Disruptive protesting and civil disobedience are some of the most powerful forms of direct action because they generate media attention, exposing millions, if not tens of millions, to the animal rights message. Other forms of direct action can include starting a discussion table about animal rights, postering or stickering animal rights messages, or standing with a sign outside or inside places such as supermarkets, restaurants, and other public places. You can get involved in different forms of direct action by joining your local Anonymous for the Voiceless, the Save Movement, and Direct Action Everywhere groups. However, you don't have to rely on an organised group to do a protest. To do activism by yourself can be straightforward and impactful by just getting out there and doing something by yourself. All forms of activism are essential for social awareness and change and work in collaboration with one another. For example, activists who break into farms to document animal slavery and murder can be used by disruptive activists during their protest. Those activists will protest in a disruptive manner to expose this footage and gain media attention to reach a large audience and generate public dialogue. People who see the articles and news reports will become aware of the message and a seed is planted in their mind. My protests as an individual activist have resulted in millions, if not tens of millions, being exposed to the animal rights message. Some may not change initially after hearing about an animal rights disruption, but later on they may stumble across an animal rights message on a sticker or even stumble across an outreach activist and have a discussion about animal rights, and another seed is planted, furthering their journey towards becoming a vegan. Each and every one of us have an essential role to play in being a voice for non-human animals. As a disruptive activist, I receive a significant amount of ridicule, abuse, hatred, and even threats from people. To many on the outside, this may appear as a negative thing for animal rights, but these are just signs that I'm challenging the social norm. Don't ever let resistance or hate deter you from speaking up for non-human people. In fact, I measure my own success by the amount of hatred that I receive, because it just means my message is reaching the right audience. However, behind all of this hate, I have received thousands of messages from people around the world saying that I've inspired them or even their entire families to become vegan. I believe that every vegan has a moral obligation to speak up in one way or another about the animal holocaust. But unfortunately, a majority of the vegan population aren't even active yet. If you saw someone slitting a pig's throat right here in front of you, I'm sure you would speak up for them. So I ask you, for those who are not yet consistently active, why are you not speaking up for the trillions of individuals being brutally murdered every year? It only takes a small group of people to create social change, and the animals are literally relying on us to speak up for them, to make their suffering known. We need more people participating in direct action to achieve animal liberation. In fact, political scientist Erica Chenoweth has stated that it takes around 3.5% of the population consistently participating in direct action to result in serious political change. If every vegan decided that they would be involved in consistent direct action today, we would be so much closer to animal liberation. It is possible for us to end the animal holocaust and see animal liberation. Right now, as I speak, there are millions of animals screaming for their lives inside slaughterhouses as they're brutally murdered, and trillions more suffocating to death as they're ripped from the ocean, suffocating in silence. No one listens to their screams, and the animal holocaust is purposely hidden from the public eye. And non-human animals cannot stand up for themselves, so it is our responsibility to speak up for them. Don't underestimate the impact that you can make as an individual. Together, we can create a world where all animals live with equal rights, free from exploitation, enslavement, rape, torture, abuse, and murder. Together, let's all fight for animal liberation.